Greetings fam, if you're digging into electronics, DIY projects, or lab-level testing and want great performance without breaking your budget, this one might be worth a close look. Today we're talking about the Rigol DS1104Z-S Plus digital oscilloscope, and if you want to check the latest price while we go, hit that link in bio before we dive in. I researched this oscilloscope thoroughly across manufacturer specs, user reviews, tech forums, and comparison videos to figure out how it performs in actual use, not just on paper. Scopes can vary wildly in usability, accuracy, and features, so I focused on factors that matter to both hobbyists and professionals: bandwidth, channels, sampling, real-world usability, and how it stacks up against competitors. One of the first standout specs is the 100 MHz bandwidth with 4 analog channels. That's a solid range for most general electronics work. It handles common digital signals, microcontroller debugging, power signals, and analog troubleshooting without feeling limited. Many people upgrading from basic hobby scopes say this bandwidth feels like a noticeable step up without moving into expensive pro gear territory. Equally important is the 1 GSA/s sampling rate and 24 Mpts memory depth. Together, these help ensure accurate signal representation and allow long-time captures of waveforms without losing detail. In practical terms, that means clearer views of signal edges and transitions and more detailed captures of complex patterns, especially helpful when debugging tricky circuits. This model also includes 16 digital channels, MSO, in addition to its analog inputs, which expands its usefulness for digital logic analysis. That's a feature many traditional entry-level scopes lack, so it adds real versatility for embedded work that mixes analog and digital signals. Another perk is the built-in 25 MHz function, Arbitrary waveform generator. Instead of needing a separate signal source, you get basic waveform output for testing, calibration, and injection into circuits. For learning, experimentation, and most lab tasks, this is very convenient and saves extra gear. Ergonomics and interface quality matter too, and the DS1104Z-S Plus generally scores well in that regard. The screen is crisp, menus are reasonably intuitive, and the knobs, buttons feel tactile. For beginners and experienced users alike, accessibility can make a big difference in how fast you get results rather than fighting the controls. Now let's be honest with some limitations. Although 100 MHz is solid for general use, it's not enough for high-speed RF or microwave work, so professionals in those areas would need a higher bandwidth scope. Some users also mention that advanced features, like deep on-screen math functions and protocol decoding, require extra firmware or options that feel like add-ons. That's common in this price range, but it's worth knowing up front. Overall, I do think the Rigol DS1104Z-S Plus is worth buying if you want a powerful, versatile oscilloscope that fits both hobbyist and serious lab work without the premium price tag of high-end gear. It balances bandwidth, sampling, memory, and practical features in a way that feels genuinely helpful for real-world electronics tasks. Click the link below for the best price.